Good day YouTube. This is just a bit of a comparison video between Linux Mint 20 Mate Edition on the left and Windows 7 on the right. So both very good long-standing operating systems, not quite in their latest release. Windows 7 has been around for quite a while, whereas Linux Mint on the left, this is the latest release, Linux Mint 20. Now the reason why I might make a comparison like this is really purely because a lot of people still use Windows 7 and a lot of people use Linux Mint in order to, use an older or smaller operating system on an older machine. And let's get into the RAM and spec usage. So straight off the bat, we can see there's very little CPU being used on the left-hand side for Linux Mint 20 Mate Edition, which is pretty common there. This is all booted up from scratch, both machines. On the right-hand side, we do have a little bit of a problem with Windows 7. Probably a long-standing problem with any Windows operating system. I'm trying to be as fair as I can, but it's just pushing out at 100% of the CPU. It's always got things running in the background, things that I don't necessarily choose to be on there. They just happen to be there, but what can you really do? Then have a little bit of a looky at the RAM. So straight out of the box, loaded up from scratch, nothing booted up in the background, using about 540 megabytes of RAM there, which is pretty decent for Linux Mint. And then we have Windows 7, which is nearly 3 times as much, 1.34, 1.4. It fluctuates quite a bit. Again, part of the problem. We can see right here it's about 1.4 at the moment. Just before the video, it was actually running at about 2 gigabytes of RAM with nothing really loaded. There's nothing really there, so I find that a bit frustrating. It might be attempting to do some updates, which it usually does. Having said that, Windows 7 has finished its long-term service life support, whatever Windows calls it, which means you shouldn't really be getting any updates anyway, unless you've paid for it through a business package or something like that. But that's pretty much it, guys, in a nutshell. If you're running an older machine or a laptop, that sort of thing, I'd definitely recommend the one on the left as opposed to the Windows one on the right. But it's just a bit of a fun look to see what's going on. This is still peaking out at 100% on all fronts there almost, so it's a real bit of a shame to see. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and thanks again, and I do hope to see you guys in the next one.